Where to?
Live or die, make your choice.
There's something that we're not seeing. You did this.
Open the door! There's nowhere to go! Where is he?
What's going on? What's going on? We are back. We are live. Of course, we back with a new Saw review. Saw 2, 2005, and this was coming around the era where we had Saw coming out every single Halloween. Starting at 2004, what we recently did, and then going into 2005 and so on. What's going on, Adia? Appreciate you coming through. Appreciate you coming through. What's going on, Bigger Ford? What you got going on with the display? Oh, there we go. Make sure y'all go check out Bigger Ford's new podcast. Soon, hopefully soon, we'll probably jump on there and see what we got going on. Once again, shout out Bigger Ford and shout out anybody coming through tonight. Y'all more than welcome to join in the conversation. Y'all already know how it goes when we do the Saw reviews. But yes, we are back with a new Saw review, and this is Saw 2. Before we start jumping into our main topics, how did y'all feel about this sequel? What's going on, Tony?
Going back and watching. I do have to say the escape room completely jacked this whole movie. Goddamn.
Said escape room stole this movie.
I have to say, yes, that's the whole plot of Escape Room. The only thing about Escape Room is I don't think they had a connection. I don't think the people had a connection. Story, and each room had to do something with their story. Kind of like this. They had little tests. So Cube, I feel like Salt took this from Cube though, because Cube came out in like the 90s, right? Early
It sounds like
2000s.
you repeating.
Have you seen Cube?
I said it sounds like you repeating.
Yeah, it actually does sound like you're repeating.
Oh, with my sound?
Yeah.
But she is absolutely right. Now that I think about it, yeah, it did. Escape Room did kind of steal from Saw 2.
That's why I don't watch Escape Room.
Escape Room was good, bro. But
no.
Yeah, it is. But after rewatching this one, I was like, kind of weak on the traps, man. You know what I mean?
Really?
Yeah, I thought.
You think? I'm saying coming off the first movie.
Well, I guess because I seen the other ones, you know what I mean, and how the traps got a lot better. But I just like because there was like 3 traps in the whole house that they went through.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So
we definitely gonna talk about them. I think they tried to do something like that as far as Escape Room. Well, Jigsaw Copycat Killer with like The Collector. I don't know if y'all familiar with it, but The Collector I think was supposed to be a prequel to the Saw movies.
Oh, but now I was saying, Cube is basically the same thing.
I ain't seen Cube. I know that's an older film though. I ain't seen Cube.
Cube, they wake up in the room. Do they wake up in the room together or do they wake up in separate rooms but they find each other? Either way, it's always some aggressive ass person that don't want to help everybody out of the group. I swear, like every movie, it was an aggressive ass person in Saw, it was an aggressive ass person in Cube, it was an aggressive ass person in Escape Room.
What you mean aggressive?
You see how Home Dude wasn't trying to get out in a collaborative effort and he was being aggressive with it.
I got
yes, there's always a person like that.
In here then, because I ain't know who you talking.
Yeah, I've seen Cube and I've seen Hypercube, but I haven't. Hell, Cube is probably on Tubi, to be honest with you. Because it's like one of those sci-fi movies. I don't know if it was like a Sci-Fi Channel movie, but I know it came on Sci-Fi all the time.
I was thinking about The Cell with Jennifer Lopez.
Oh hell no.
That's more of a she being trapped in his mind than being trapped, physically trapped in reality. That man, I've seen that movie multiple times, and I still can't tell you what the hell.
Starting this off, opening scene. How did we feel about this opening scene?
How much time did because I'm still on the could these people escape? How much time did he give him to cut his eye out?
I think it was a minute because it was like, no, that's not enough time, man.
See, yeah. I got something though. I'm bringing this up. I am bringing this up, man. I'm waiting though. I'm bringing this up because I got an issue with Jigsaw, aka John Kramer.
Go ahead.
I think every movie I'm gonna have an issue with him.
Oh yeah, because I'm looking at it differently. Because when you watch it the first time, it's like, oh, you watching it for entertainment, but now I'm watching it for educational purposes, and I'm like, ain't no way he could have cut. I don't care. Ain't no way because it did look like it was only a minute. Ain't no way he could have cut that out and got out of that. Because where was the lock at? It's just and then at that point he got monocular vision. He can't stop it.
Stop it. If even if it was 2 minutes after he done cutting his eye and possibly digging in there to get it out, the man is gonna be damn near like how the fuck?
You gotta get used to seeing out of one eye.
What's going on, T Virus?
What up, Terrence?
Appreciate you coming through, bro. Yeah, man, this opening scene, it still was a good opening scene as far as going into this for the first time watching it. But once you done studied the Saw movies and watched them repeatedly over, start going into reality somewhat and just the general rules of Jigsaw. But did he necessarily set this trap up? Because we got to go into the other movies or whatever, the situation with Amanda, but we can't technically get into that yet as far as Saw 3. But I'm just saying, I don't know if he even set this trap up. So I gotta wait.
That is true. That is true.
Because I don't even know if Amanda set this. Man, it's a lot. It's a lot with the Saw movie. But yeah.
But yeah, it was a good opening scene. Go ahead.
I can't remember. I think maybe Amanda did set this trap up. I don't remember. No, I don't think she did. I think her first trap was the cop. I think that was the cop. But I did make a mistake. It wasn't in this one where remember and I said last week there was a scene that I couldn't take? No, it's not this one. It was 3. It's in 3.
I think I know what you're talking about because I watched 3 today too. Because I'm setting that up, and that's why I said it's gonna be a lot going into that one. Trying to talk about this one as far as the traps, but I'm gonna stick with just Saw 2, and I'm gonna just say Jigsaw not playing fair. So I'm gonna say Jigsaw set this trap up. I'm gonna just go into it like this because this is supposed to be Saw 2 review. Shout out T Virus. Damn, T Virus, was it like that, bro? What? You supposed to be teaching them a lesson. What's going on, K-Dot? Shout out K-Dot. Hey, if y'all ain't had a chance, make sure y'all go check out that Blue Beetle and Old Man review, man. It was a lot going on yesterday. I was on the highway checking them out. Shout out Bigger Ford. Shout out Perp Mind. Perp Mind had a lot to get off their chest.
Yeah, Perp came in there and spit some facts yesterday. I was like, good job, Perp. You know what I mean?
Man, I hope you ain't talking about that Ant-Man.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm talking about.
All right, yeah. Shout out K-Dot. You definitely need to come through when we do the Saw 10 one because it's going to be a lot focused on that one pertaining to the new movie coming out because that's supposed to be based between Saw 1 and Saw 2. Whatever crazy shit they got going on, K-Dot. But yeah, man, see, that's a good point, T-Virus. Even with Saw 3, they did have better plots. This, trying to cut your eye open, get a key out, and unlock. This is what I'm saying about certain traps that wasn't fair. And it's going to be a lot to talk about. Once again, I'm not going to skip the Saw 3, but it's going to be a lot to talk about with that one with the traps. But anyway, pertaining to this one in this opening scene, it's a lot to go into as far as time wise and being able to get out of that.
He did make me mad though, because I'm like, stop freaking out and just do what you need to do. You know what you need to do. This is what you gotta do. I mean, I get it. You have to be one eye down, but chill. Like, and then this is where they kept continuing the whole shaky cam, like nervous breakdown, screaming, heavily shaking shit.
Zooming around, zooming in.
Yes. The flashing, the I'm trying to jump scare you. This is why I stopped watching it, because I was like, it's the same shit every movie. Every movie.
I did feel like you was in some type of neon video or something. So okay, yeah. I don't even know if another movie was able to pull these type of traps off. They did try to do some mimics here and there. Shout out to Nadia talking about Escape Room. But yeah, man, this opening scene crazy. I just didn't know if my man had enough time to actually get out of that situation. But pertaining to Jigsaw and John Kramer, it's a lot that he's dealing with in this movie that ain't fair, which we gonna get into.
I agree.
I feel like the only reason I like Escape Room is because I expected nothing from it, but it was actually entertaining. It was like one of those, like, damn, I really don't know what I'm about to watch. Well, so I guess I'm about to watch this. I cared about the girl.
I didn't. Ain't that the same girl that was in the Resident Evil series?
Is it?
I don't know. But next thing I wanted to get into, where the hell is Dr. Gordon? I don't care about nothing else going into this movie but the nigga that cut his foot off, and we still didn't know what was going on with him. So I did want to know where was Dr. Gordon.
Was that whole dude body?
Yes, I'm guessing. It was.
Look,
we didn't get no answers.
Look, we gonna go back to that, but when the ending comes, when we talk about the ending. But bruh, like, the fact that they just was like, whole new story, whole new characters. I mean, like I said, the first time I watched this, I was entertained, but like going back and watching it, I'm like, I'm starting to see some shit that I just question.
That's what I said. Like I said earlier when you went away, I was like,
boss?
The traps weren't as, like, I didn't feel the traps. I thought the traps were kind of weak in this one.
They were.
T-Virus, you want some Survivor type shit. I'm just saying, though, as far as Dr. Gordon, he was one of the more important characters that I was more so focused on outside of probably Adam. I'm not saying I wasn't worried about Adam, but if you ask me, did we care where Adam was at? I mean,
Adam really didn't have nothing to lose though, because it ain't like he had a family, a girl, a wife, or
I'm just saying in general though, as a character, being that he the one that got lost, well, not lost, but the one that got locked in the room, and Gordon was crawling away. It was like, did he survive? I mean, hey.
Well, didn't they show his dead body in there? So no,
that's what I was asking, because it looked like he was still chained up and just died of starvation.
That's what I'm saying. The shit damn near turned into Lost. We didn't get no answers. We damn sure didn't get no answers about Gordon. And to be honest, I don't think we got no answers on him.
We saw his foot.
5 movies. That's it.
We didn't.
His foot.
We saw his
put
foot.
Us in Lost and what's the other shit from?
They flushed the toilet out for some reason.
I wonder why they never did something like that with bring his family and getting them back involved. Maybe throwing a little twist in there. I don't know. It's gonna definitely get into that too as far as his family. But yeah, I had questions. Where was Gordon? I was curious. What happened to him?
They showed his nameplate and they showed his foot. That's as much as we got.
Just teasing him, basically.
Yeah. It's like, I remember him from the first one. Yeah.
That's it.
Crazy.
Pop over here the comments right quick. Yeah, Bossel. I think it was played a little bit better with Danny Glover, but I did kind of like what they did in this one. But still, I didn't like the cop. I like Danny Glover. I didn't like this. I couldn't stand him.
You talking about the main character?
Yes.
Yeah.
I couldn't stand him, man.
Donnie Wahlberg. That's it. Donnie Wahlberg. Yeah, I didn't like him.
Oh, I knew he looked familiar.
Yeah,
I was
Donnie
like, why
Wahlberg.
did this dude look familiar? Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, K-Dot, we're gonna get to all of them. It's so many goofy traps on here, but it's some good ones too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No, T-Virus, that ain't enough time to
No.
get something out your eye. You tripping, bro.
Get
No,
something out your
no,
eye. Can
no.
you get something out of your eye in 1 minute and you don't even have to cut it? Get an eyelash out your eye in 1 minute.
You know.
No. I can't even get a hangnail out in 1 minute. Let alone that.
And your life depending on it.
No, T-Virus, man.
Whatever.
It's logic, brother. You're gonna be in pain. You can't.
I still stand where I stand on last one. No, he still don't have a point. No, he still I don't think that what's his name?
John Kramer. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he has a point. I just think he's sadistic. He's like, I'm dying, so people should die. Other people should die too.
Tony, I don't think we'll never get no crossover like that outside of two studios. John, oh man.
I mean, was he teaching this guy a lesson?
That's the problem. Yeah.
Yes.
I was on his side on this one. I was with John on this one. Absolutely.
Honestly, with this guy, yes. But I feel like that made everybody else like they wanted them to die. They didn't care about them.
Yeah. Like basically he didn't care about anybody he put in a trap because it was all for the cop, right? So it's like you putting other people in jeopardy just because you want to prove a point to this police officer.
Yes.
Yeah,
see?
I agree with you on that one.
We'll talk about it, but it's something else dealing with that because we're gonna talk about it, but outside of Adam and Dr. Gordon, which we don't technically find anything about in this movie, did we care about these new characters as far as our new main characters? We got Detective Matthews and his son, and of course we got our new main characters in Jigsaw's new trap.
So they got the girl from Seventh Heaven, and
Hey,
the dude from
like,
Showgirls, the black dude from Showgirls.
Nah, that's South Central. That's OG Bobby Johnson. That's always gonna be OG Bobby Johnson.
Oh,
that's
geez.
the man
Deuce.
Hey,
I don't like the way he went out, though. I don't like the way he went out, though.
Bigger, can we talk about it?
Yeah,
Why do the brothers in Saw movies got to go out in the dumbest way?
Yeah, I didn't like the way he went out, bro.
I'm cool with them not getting caught up in the traps, but Danny Glover, he got shot in a stupid way. He was almost there at the end. Even this dude, as far as my guy, OG Bobby Johnson, he whooped old buddy ass, and he
and then he started coughing. Like, bro, you were just in a fight. I know you gas and everything, but you gotta actually pay attention to what's going on around you as well. You know what I mean?
And I don't like the way y'all stereotyping my brother and the Latino brother too. Y'all kind of stereotyping like, yo, y'all did time. Y'all definitely did time. And that brother kept bringing it up, OG Bobby Johnson. Like, yeah, man, I know we ain't in the yard no more. I was like, why y'all got to keep making that man reference that prison so much?
How much time did he do? Because you know that doesn't. You know how they get institutionalized,
and I know it makes
like their whole
it's connected
life
to the story too, as far as the plot.
Yes.
And Detective Matthews, I get it, but still, man, it was stereotyping a little bit. Even though everybody went to jail in the movie, so I mean,
women's
give or take,
is different from men.
This was kind of woke too, as far as Detective Matthews being like that cop. Like,
I forgot about that plot line, actually.
T-Virus is violent. Man, y'all got to work together. You sound like old buddy Xavier, the big goddamn Latino Negro that didn't want to listen to nobody. Now we agree on that, T-Virus. We can agree on that. We absolutely can agree on that.
What? It was not that bad. But like I said, I was also at a time where I was desperate for some entertainment. I was entertained. I was entertained. That's it. That's all I can say.
I mean, outside of the first movie, but we had more people too we was dealing with, so outside of just Adam and Dr. Gordon.
Yeah.
Yeah. As far as her being exposed, boss. But she kind of
But
exposed
did
herself.
we? I didn't care about the cop. I cared about the son. Did I care about the other people in the
I don't know if
house?
I cared about him either.
Um, they didn't give us time enough to care about the other people. Oh, the son. He's a kid. I'm not on fuck them kids in scary movies. You know how
He
it
wasn't
depends on
technically
the
a kid.
situation. He was a teenager.
Nah,
He was a misguided teen.
boss. I mean, my bad. Enzo, did you care about the kid?
Not really. Not really. To be honest with you.
I don't even. I cared about OG Bobby Johnson a little bit more than everybody.
Yeah, me too. You know what I mean?
He was making more sense, man. He was trying to work together.
I cared about
Yeah.
He was trying
him.
to come up with
Yes, because he
plans.
was. I cared about him.
He was actually
I
trying
mean-
to let everybody out, not just himself. And you know what made it worse with his character is the reveal at the end where he was like, I got people looking for me, and they don't find me, they're gonna find my family. Then I was like, oh, he
Yeah.
gonna get out. He definitely gonna get.
Wait, you thought he was gonna get out? Nah, I didn't think anybody.
I
was
did.
getting
I
out of
thought
that.
maybe he gonna get out.
Something
So-
became clear to me this second time around watching it. I guess because I paid a lot of attention to Amanda,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, something don't seem right.
Oh
I don't know
yeah,
if that's what. I don't want to jump ahead if that's one of your
it's her
questions.
facial expressions. It's the way she kind of let things happen in certain moments where she
Mhm.
just looking and waiting
Mhm.
for it to go down. She's
Mhm.
like, all right,
Mhm.
come on. And you can definitely
Mhm.
see it was the end when she grabbed the son and she's like, all right, come on, we on a time limit now.
Yeah.
All right, gonna fuck me up. We don't get this.
Mhm.
And that's where we about to get into something. Are Jigsaw rules fair?
In this movie, no.
No.
He did not care about the rest of them people. He only chose them because of their connection to
To
Detective Matthews.
100%.
He didn't care if they lived or died. He knew that most of them were going to die, and I feel like Amanda knew about everything. I like I said, I haven't finished the series, so I don't know how much Amanda actually knew. But in this situation, in this second time of watching it, I feel like she knew exactly what was happening, exactly what was going on,
Mhm.
and all of that shit. I don't know if she knew about that door, because it seemed like she was kind of just like, oh, there's a door, because she didn't notice the door until she saw that the blood was going in the crack.
Yeah.
Oh,
So I don't know about the whole door part, because that threw me off, because I was like, did she not know that that was there before? But I know she knew that everybody had a number on their neck. So I feel like since she knew that much, she could, get them out of there. But I don't think she knew about the door per se. I don't, because she seemed very surprised.
I see what you're saying, but as far as the rules, I mean, I kind of look at them kind of different in this movie is because, the whole thing with shit being pre-recorded and he knew what was up. You got
Yes.
the girl, the cop, who been following him since, the Danny Glover in the first movie. And she's like, yo, if you just chill out and you just be patient, listen, follow the rules.
Yep.
At the
She
same
tried to
time,
tell him.
You can't predict what people are going to do. And when he
Right.
put his son and those other people in that situation, he couldn't predict that man going crazy as far as Xavier, the big
Mhm.
Latino Negro. He could not predict that. At the same time, I think Amanda seemed like she was prepared for it to go any type of way as far as her having to do certain things. Like she was in some
Yeah.
type of training mode.
Yeah, like I said, she already knew the combination. She knew that everybody had a number on the back of their neck. She knew where the stuff was in the house. So I feel like, but like I said, it was that whole door thing is still what makes me wonder, like, but this, because I feel like she knew the combination, so she could have got them out at any
I mean,
time.
more than like she knew the combination. She got to work with them doing the game. Like this, they a part
Yeah.
of the game. Yeah, she
It's a
probably
lot
knew
about
she
that she
knew.
didn't expect to happen, though, especially not home dude just going crazy.
But see, that's why I say he kind of was being fair with the rules because
John meeting Joe.
he would. Oh man, Tony, I don't know if
God.
Joe got the type of patience for John though. Joe seemed like he might be. Well, he might have it now. It depends.
What about Joe versus Dexter?
Now, hey,
That's
Dexter got the
crazy.
he fall back. He'll chill.
Joe versus Dexter.
But it's even with John, like I said, putting people in situations where you can't predict other people's actions. So just like old buddy going crazy, I'm not saying necessarily. Well, these people were kind of innocent because they were framed. They weren't even supposed to be doing the time they had did because of Detective Matthews. So you did put them in that situation. But at the same time, as far as the rules, nigga, it wasn't like the riddles was necessarily hard if you actually listen to them. With the whole thing with the numbers on the back of your head.
None of what he said, because when I heard him say that, I was like, oh yeah, it's numbers on the back of their neck. And I'm just like,
nah, I ain't gonna say I necessarily.
Not the first time. No, not the first time I watched it, but I'm saying like the second time I watched it, I was like, oh yeah, it's numbers on the back of their neck. Like, cause like once you hear like the little riddles, it's like, yeah, that wasn't that hard to figure out. Like y'all, like.
But you saying that shit over a tape recorder, bro, and it's like, can I even hear this clear? Do I gotta keep rewinding it to make sure I understand everything you saying? And then you sitting up there kind of laughing, like it. That's why I like.
He said his son was in a safe place. In a safe place. He was literally in the safe.
He was right there ready. That's
right
petty,
there. No, because all he had to do, all he said is, I want your time. He just wanted to talk to him. And if he would have stayed there the whole time, at the end of that 2 hours, that safe would have opened and his son would have been there.
Facts.
But no, he flipped. He was basically like telling him, chill the fuck out. This is your problem. You a hothead. And it's fucking up your whole life. You using excessive force. We all know how he treated home dude. We all know he.
I mean, even the way he was acting towards his son, he got in his face like, "All right, what you trying to do?" I was like, "Damn, you about to fight your son?" Your son was like, "Maybe I shouldn't be right here, right now, baby." I'm like, "Yeah, you right, because this nigga's trick." Like, he got an old buddy face. Leave there. No, I'm not. That's why I couldn't stand him. Look at this goofy.
No, I agree with you. I wasn't a fan of him either, though. To be honest with you.
We're gonna get to you. As far as Jigsaw rules being fair, they weren't, and they kind of was. So I think I look at it kind of 50-50 in this movie for me.
You think they were fair in this one?
Somewhat 50-50. I'm not saying the traps. I'm saying the rules. It's different. I'm not saying the traps. I'm saying the rules.
I got you.
Because there's so much more going on because the other movies and all that, but still, when we dealing with just this movie overall, I feel like it's kind of 50-50 when it comes to the rules, not the traps. But once again, even when it comes to some of the traps, if you listen, if you pay attention, and that's one thing we're about to get into next.
The fact that they thought this shit was going to be easy. Like, I was like, this.
And one of them even said, we don't see them on the news or whatever, so no. It ain't a lot of people, no matter what, that's never made it out of these traps throughout these movies now that I think about it. Are the traps in Saw 2 fair?
No.
I don't know. This is one of the ones right here where you had to pay attention.
He said all he had to do was twist it, but he was too scared.
He didn't even see it. I don't even think he knew that was right there. He wasn't listening to him when he was explaining on the tape.
No.
Telling him you're gonna have to go through the fire, you know what I'm saying, if you want to get after everything he had done or whatever. And I mean,
he said when you're in hell, something. I paid attention, and I was like,
wordplay, man. Jigsaw might have wrote for a couple rappers, but yeah. How did you feel as far as the traps, Enzo? Do you think they were fair?
I don't know. In a way, yes, and in a way, no. Right? Because so you have that one with the water, right? But by the time he's seen it, he was engulfed in flames. So could he really do anything about it? No. Right? Then you have
he could have.
If he had to go through it, he had to put
his hand in there. Just do it quickly. But he was
you know
sitting over there cowering as the flames kept coming on. As soon as he saw it, if he would have just went and done what it said, it was only like 3 of them lit, 3 or 4. Like just, I get it, but
but you know how hot that would have been.
That's the point, though. That's the point of the trap. That's what he's saying. You gonna have to go through the fire.
Nah. And then there was another one where The girl had to put her hands in the glass thing to get the
No, she
When
didn't.
she didn't listen
Nope.
to the tape, she didn't listen to the tape.
right.
She
She
threw
And
the
did
then
tape down, and she just, by instinct, put herself in the trap.
She was an addict. She did that shit, and he knew it. That was pretty much like a prediction. Like, oh, so you gonna put your hand in there? That's it. She was definitely not supposed to do that. That was, I think, similar to this trap, as far as the whole thing with the antidote, because these necessarily weren't things you needed to do, but these could have saved you if you didn't want to die from the shit they was breathing in.
So you're saying in the trap he should have only took one of them?
No, he should have got both of them, but he could have twisted the thing and got out with both of them. If he would have went through the fire, like you said, yeah, you got to go through the peak.
I don't know. Didn't seem real like feasible to me. You know what I'm saying?
You saying you wrong?
Look, you said home. Talk about home dude can cut
You
his
getting
eye
ahead
out
of
in a
us,
minute.
Boston. You sound like you talking about Saw 3. You getting ahead of us.
Mm-hmm.
No, I think this trap was to test. To test Amanda and see.
Nah, because we didn't even know Amanda was a part of anything going on in this one yet.
But no, he was saying that the trap was for Amanda and Detective Matthews.
Which trap?
This whole movie was about Amanda and Detective Matthews. That's why the rest of them didn't matter. He didn't care if they lived or died.
Because I remember her little speech at the end saying you were my first test subject and all that. Okay, I got you. Yeah, you on point with it. Yeah, T-Virus, I know.
Yeah,
They definitely kept tradition.
I didn't want him to go.
Bossum. No, they ain't Bossum. They not, man. They not.
Even when they're the star of a Saw movie, they die. That's getting ahead of everything, right? But still.
Shout out T-Virus. All right, man, it was a lot of people being inconsistent, T-Virus, especially some of these characters. Like I said, you had the black dude trying to get everybody together to work together and try to come up with a plan. Outside of that trap, like you said, the one with the arms, and even with this one, because this was a whole thing with finding the key and trying to get out of the door. And this was even Amanda's trap. This was for Xavier, the big nigga.
Yeah. But that might have been one of the easiest traps, though.
This one?
Yeah.
That's a lot of glass and needles.
I
cringed so hard. I was like, ain't no fucking way.
Yeah, it's hard to do, but I mean, one of the easiest traps that he's put up there is, yeah.
So you telling me put your arm through a fire to twist something trying to kind of fast, depending on how fast that fire got to him. And going through needles.
I'd go through the needles. I'd go through the needles every day. You watch wrestling, you see Nick Foley get slammed on thumbtacks and shit. Yeah, I'll do the needles.
Man, stop that. That's W. Man, stop that.
I'll do the needles. Anything else?
I don't want to be burned either, but I don't want to do either one. But I probably would go through the needles too. I wouldn't have time though, because I'd be hurting too much to even try. I'm done.
I probably wouldn't. I probably would have failed that one too, right? To be honest with you,
but
to me, I would rather do that. Yeah, I would rather do that than I'd rather do the fucking burning up. That's for sure.
The fact that she found it, I mean, it was too late, but the fact that she found it, I was cringing so hard. I don't know. I think I might have had to do the fire. I don't know. I cook a lot, and the stuff I've burned my hands with, like, I do fire.
You do the fire?
Especially with this certain cop.
I do fire.
Do you think I would be fair as Jigsaw because I'm a nice young man? Probably
You're
not.
giving me Amanda vibes, T-Virus, to be honest. I don't know.
You already said you want to kill like 90% of the population, so there ain't no fair with you.
What?
Yeah.
Why? Why 90? Like, that's the going.
Pretty much.
He was giving out some Joker vibes in this one, Tony. Especially with that smile and him in that conversation between him and Detective Matthews. That was kind of in the era before Dark Knight. Yeah, they kind of had a Dark Knight moment a little bit. But he damn sure wasn't no Batman, so hey. Batman had a reason to be mad. He didn't, as far as Detective Matthews, Tony.
He was mad his wife didn't want him no more. It's like, dude, you.
All right, outside of the traps, did we care if this cop found his son? Detective
Not
Matthews.
really.
No. I just cared about the son staying alive. I didn't care if the cop found him.
I didn't think he would be safe with Detective Matthews. I thought he was going to be safe. If you ask, I'm just. I thought he might be a little bit more safer with John, because the way he was going in at him, I'm like, I don't know. The way you even talking to John, like, man, you ain't got no patience or nothing. How are you a cop? How do you interrogate?
The way he did John, slamming him on the ground, that's how he interrogated.
That's why John did what he had to do with him, right? Because he knew this guy was, a hothead. So, all right, let's do this.
Man, he broke his whole finger. He just took it.
He's rolling.
Where to now? Straight ahead.
Right.
Like at that point, like, and I'm telling you right now, I already knew this wasn't gonna go good. John sitting there messing with you, bro. You don't whoop him his ass, and he know he don't give a damn. He dying. He don't care.
Yeah, John Kramer don't give a damn at this point, right? There's nothing you can do to him that is gonna do anything because he's about to die. So
the fact that he told him that he already tried to take his own life. And failed and was like, well, that didn't work, so let me live with a purpose by taking other people to the brink of their life.
He wasn't listening. He wasn't trying to none of that shit.
Nope.
Detective Matthew was sitting there like Kane on Menace to Society. That shit was going on. We're in here and out the other. Being hot, burning a bit of dead. I don't know, T-Bar. I don't even know. It depends on who you talking about. You ain't no cop, Jay Reed. Just sell out. Sell out, Tony. But yeah, man, I didn't care. Honestly, I didn't feel like your son would be safe in his arms. I feel like John might have had a better situation set up for his son to get him in some type of family that could maybe look after him better than his father, or maybe send him back to his mother. I don't know. But he definitely
that's where he was going. He was supposed to be going back to his mama.
I wonder how he would have looked if his father would have been there to save him. Like, oh, hell, John. Amanda.
He probably only got 50-50 custody of the kid because he got a good job. They looking like shit like that. Not because he's a competent parent, but he has a nice job. He's a police officer. 50-50 custody. This man is abusive.
I think he asked him, why do you even want your son? What was the last thing you said to him? And I think he said, that's because he my son. He didn't say He didn't say none of that.
Because he my son. Because his mom's going to kill me if I don't find him. That's what it sounds like.
What was that movie with Denzel Washington where he said, nigga, I raised you. I ain't got to love you.
Fences.
Yeah. That was Detective Matthews, Fences. So we all can agree. Y'all let me know in the comments. Did we care if he found his son? We didn't.
At all.
All right, man. Who do we want to survive the new Jigsaw game? We got a couple people here. I already know who I told you. I wanted my boy up here, OG Bobby Johnson.
Facts. Me too.
We got a couple more people. Let me take this off right quick. We got Obi. Of course, we didn't want him to survive. He was kidnapping people.
Bruh, the fact that they told him that, man.
He tried to be smooth and badass with it too. Like, if you're gonna cut me, make sure you do it and don't threaten me.
You know,
bad when he got in that fire though.
Yeah, he turned it.
Man, he busted that window. He thought, man, hey, I would have did the same thing though. I said anything to get out. Something.
Yeah, for real. Though.
I'm like, well, they didn't think of that before. Like I mean, granted, did anybody care that he died? Absolutely not. Nobody cared. They didn't care, especially like where you brought us here.
Amanda. Yeah, I cared about Amanda. She was out the first movie, and I was curious about exactly what would she be capable of, being that she was back and he was testing her again.
Bruh, that whole situation, it looked like she didn't expect it to actually go through, and the fact that she had to watch it go through, it was just like she oh my god, like I didn't care about Amanda.
Oh man, I'm about to say, just go ahead and get out the what's up, Enzo?
Did I care about? Not really. I didn't really care about her. I didn't think she was down with Jigsaw either. I was surprised that she was in it again, but it was a nice little twist that I was like, okay, that makes sense.
Damn, Child Bossel didn't care either. Okay. Man, y'all got chill at this WWE. Mick Foley was landing on some damn fake what's names, man. Y'all.
You think that we're fake?
Yes.
No, absolutely not. Okay.
Maybe not in the WWF Attitude Era. Maybe not. Maybe.
So did you not see his barbed wire fence match?
I gotta go back.
Yeah,
I go back.
That wasn't WWE or anything, but they fought, and the rings were lined with barbed wire. You know.
See, Robert said he didn't say 99%. He said 90%.
See, he said 99%.
Oh,
I was giving you a little benefit of the doubt, bro. I was giving you benefit of the doubt, but okay, 99%. So you're only keeping 1% of humans.
Get us out of here, T-Virus.
Dang.
I didn't either. Daniel, I didn't care about him. I already told we talked about that earlier.
He was a child.
You cared about Xavier?
Nah, man, Xavier was a dickhead.
Out of here.
Bruh, as soon as he kept being so macho, man, I was like, bruh, go on somewhere with that.
Yeah.
Hey, Tony, we're gonna talk about this, man, throughout these movies. John swear he was saving people. He was crazy, man. He was crazy.
Yeah, he wasn't saving nobody.
Nobody. Even the people that started to join him, outside of maybe the person at the end, which we're gonna talk about. Whoever seen Saw 3D, I ain't gonna give it away right now.
Bruh, I'm sitting here like, who the hell is Gus? He was the first one to die. That's why. Yep. Like, who the hell? Oh, he got shot in the eye. And head blew out.
So, did we want any of these people to survive the Jigsaw game outside of OG Bobby Johnson and Amanda?
No.
Like I said, I just cared about the son. And
shout out to Dia. She gave the son some type of crazy
because he was a kid, man. It ain't his. He should not have to live with the sins.
He looked like Evil like Fright Night, the first Fright Night. If y'all ever seen it, that's why maybe it is with me. Something about him don't get. I don't know.
Nah, but like the fact that his dad did what he did, he's not responsible for his father's actions, man.
I think he was gonna grow up to be a cop and be like his daddy.
No, he was trying to be nothing like his daddy.
But see, I was looking out for him because I do want him to get away from his daddy. I want him to be safe. I feel like
he was safe.
Yeah, we didn't care about none of these people outside of Amanda and OG Bobby Johnson, and Dia said Daniel was worth the son.
I mean, they was all coughing up blood and yeah, it was just like, look, I knew what none of them girls gonna make it. I didn't honestly think Amanda was gonna make it the first time I watched it. Like I said, the second time I was just like,
even my girl off 7 Heaven. I tried. Hey, shout out to my boy Enzo, got that gas. But yeah.
You already know.
We on the podcast tonight. But yes, yes. All right, I watched the episode of The Shy, by the way, and they said you ain't supposed to be choked. I'm just saying, hey, they was trying to put this on something. I'm just saying, I was like, hold on, we're not supposed to be choking. We've been out here food, bamboozled. All right. You said you're gonna be educating us on some things when it comes to pie, Enzo. So
yeah. I know I did at the beginning of the stream. I did. At the beginning of every stream, I'm gonna educate the people that want some weed.
So you seen the invite, man? We definitely jump on there.
For sure.
35 potheads. Well, I am anyway. Make sure y'all check out the episode, the 420 episode we did. I forgot what I called it. I was watching it the other day. But anyway, dumbest characters in Saw 2. We got three main ones. We got Detective Matthews. We got Xavier. And we got the addict. I don't remember the name. Even though we just did the list. But yeah. What is the name?
What is the name? Addison.
Okay.
But nobody cares.
No. Well, yes, man. We got three dumb characters on here, and I would like to know. Y'all can let me know in the comments too. Who was the dumbest character in Saw 2?
I think it's her.
I was about to say now.
Yeah, I think it's her.
They did some dumb shit. Don't get it twisted. He didn't want to listen.
I was gonna say it's between Detective Matthews and Addison. I don't know why he just didn't care about nobody. And like when he sliced his neck, I was like, yo, how do you even know you cutting off the right
the number? Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah,
exactly. Me and my wife was sitting here watching this shit before I did the review. How do you know you cutting the right part of the back of your neck for the number?
Facts.
How do you? I mean, then he sitting over there trying to look in the mirror. Like, damn, shit. Like, come over here and help me right quick. Never mind. I ain't even. He wanted to ask too. Shout out to Amanda. She was like, "How you gonna do it if I don't do it? If I don't help you?" Like,
exactly.
That's how stubborn this nigga was, though. That's how stubborn he was as a character. At the same time, we had another stubborn nigga, stubborn bastard, Detective Matthews. Boy, he did not want to listen. He just could not. At all. And it wasn't helping that he had the black cop over there like, man, his son gonna die if he don't do something. His son gonna get out of here. I'm like, man, if you don't shut your black ass up, he's just over there just egging him on like, man, your son, man, he ain't gonna make it, bro. If you don't go over there and do it, he ain't gonna make it. And you had my girl over there panicking like, mess up his work, mess up his stuff. Shout out to John, bro. John is very, very petty in this movie, man, because he's like, go ahead and destroy it.
God destroy evidence. How you gonna get me?
People helping me. I don't need this. I got your son right here. You don't even know it. It's all good. Go ahead.
Look, he was smiling too hard.
Yeah, he laughing. He was getting beat up laughing. Yeah, I don't know where your son at. I ain't watched the videos. And there was another giveaway too as far as the recording. But I can guess he's sitting in the corner cowering, which means he had already seen the pre-recorded video with him. But yeah, dumbest characters in Saw 2. I'm gonna have to agree with Enzo as far as Addison. Yeah. You done been through all of this. This is the very last moment, and you decide to not go for the antidote. I think she was trying to get high. Am I wrong? I don't think she thought there was no antidote. I think she was thinking, "Oh, I'm about to shoot up."
I don't.
I mean, then why she didn't get something out the needle room?
It just seemed like she was so excited. She got up to like, yeah. I don't know. Something just seemed like she thought there was something else.
But
and that's another thing.
It's like, why would you even you see what's going on, and then you look and they're like, oh, look, there's a needle here. Let me go and put my hands in this and see what happens. Why would you do that?
That's what I'm like. Why would you do that? You didn't even look at the box and the fact that I want to know what the hell the trap was now. Can we get that? I need a behind the scenes or outtake or something of what the trap was actually supposed to be.
You know,
like what was it on one of those papers? Because if you look at the papers, it's usually something, that's gonna happen or that's already happened.
I've been trying to made no way to getting that out. It's no way. And that's one of Jigsaw's rules that did not work in this movie for me. As soon as she pulled this
was that Amanda's test?
I don't know.
Like if Amanda set these up, then hell, you right.
See,
It
that's
wasn't
what I'm
no way to
saying.
get out.
Shout out to T Virus. He said Xavier all day.
Think so? As the dumbest?
Yeah. That's what T Virus. Like I said, I'm going with Addison. That was just stupid to me.
Yeah, me too.
That's true, T Virus. He did. He was telling him everything. He was saying little slick shit, and he wasn't listening. Hey, Tony, he might have. The way they was out there moving, they were moving kind of militant in that first one.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, it was all corrupt. That's why I wasn't rooting for him. Shout out to T Virus. But yeah, man, Boston said Detective Matthew. Bro was irritating, man. He just sitting there, kept yelling. Didn't want to listen to nobody outside of the black cop who was sitting there egging him on.
Yeah, he was stupid too. Jigsaw pretty much told him, you know what I mean? Your son's going to be safe. But he felt the need to go off on it. But I could understand because he was kind of feeling desperate after seeing what's going on with his kid, you know?
T-Virus, you were crazy. We going with Addison, me and Enzo, and did you say Matthew?
I'm going with Addison too.
Oh, okay.
She's stupid.
Bro, like Xavier went stupid.
The stupid thing was the neck thing. He just needs to calm down.
Yeah,
it's just me. All about me. Like that's institutionalized. That's what this shit do to you.
OG Bobby Johnson was the same way, but he was trying to work together. Saying, "Nigga, we ain't on it no more. Come on, man."
But he the person. He one of them people that converted to Islam.
Yeah. I'm glad they didn't try to do that though, and I really would have been. I was like, I'm good. I'm out. Hit a man in time. That man was weak. I'm good on it. All right. Was the twist ending in Saw 2 better than Saw 1 twist ending? Amanda, the recorded video, the cop son. There was a lot going on with this ending.
I don't think any ending ever compares to the first one, but the second one is pretty good. I can't lie, it's pretty good.
See, I think I found something out too. I think a lot of reasons why these first three were so good is because I think the same person was writing them. As far as Lynn Wynell, I think that's his name, and that's the guy who plays Adam in the first Saw movie.
I got you.
Because that's one thing I've been paying attention to after the end credits, as far as who's been writing or whatever. And I think James Wan was a part of the stories too, as far as all three of them.
Makes sense.
They got a crazy story out here as far as Twisted Pictures in the early days, as far as 2006 and James Wan, where they was trying to work on a new trilogy of Texas Chainsaw Massacre movies.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, they never got to do it or whatever. Of course, we know that now, but yeah. Because they wanted it to be 3D and PG-13.
Nah, no one wanted. Yeah, no one wants
nobody wants
PG-13 horror movie. What the fuck is that?
You seen what we got?
And then making it 3D. That's just like My Bloody Valentine.
Yeah,
that wasn't that bad. I didn't like the 3D in it.
Boo! Exactly. Who asked for that? Who asked for that?
That shit looked like Jason in 3D. As far as Friday the 13th Part 3, y'all remember? Boy, do people
Final Destination in 3D was Final Destination in 3D was kind of weird, especially when I was in the pool. When Home Dude died, Final Destination, when Home Dude died in the pool. That was kind of weird, and I ain't need to see that. I ain't need to see that in 3D.
The experience you can have in 3D is Piranha 3D. Yeah, that was the one.
So that was actually worth it.
What? All right, yeah, that was the one. They was doing a whole lot of stuff in 3D. I'm like, wow, they really doing it. We done got some to a new age, man. All right,
so about 3 double D.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about, but I remember that movie they tried to do 3D. Anyway, was the twist ending in Saw 2 better than Saw 1? Enzo said no.
No,
He said it was kind of up there though.
No,
No,
but it was good.
it
No,
was good.
it was good
it was
though.
good.
I didn't figure
This
none of that out.
the recorded video. I was sitting there. This was my set when I'm watching it. As far as the second viewing or whatever, and I'm sitting there like, oh, we not watching live feed. They sitting here watching a recorded video, and you know what kind of gave it away was the whole thing with Detective Matthews going in the house and the body's looking decomposed. And I'm like, what the? Hold on, what's going on? Why? And another thing, the lights off. And I remember the lights was on when they was escaping or whatever. But the way they had that set up, they worked.
I agree.
And that's another thing, man. John, it's petty, bro. That was super petty. Like, let me go to the comments right quick. T-Virus, you want that Xavier's origin story? Oh, I don't know.
Oh no, I might have cut out. Yep. He was just calm.
Well, Terrence said he likes Xavier. No, I didn't like that guy at all. I couldn't stand him.
I ain't like him. He got on my
Xavier.
nerves.
Me too.
I needed him. I needed him gone.
Me too. I didn't like him.
He was just creating too much chaos. It's like, man. I'm trying to remember. How did he die?
Yeah, Boston. Yeah. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. I think him being on the floor in that Saw movie was way more goddamn surprising than his son being in that safe. Like I said, I thought the nigga was a zombie or something. I didn't even know if he was alive. That was good. See, they had a lot more interesting twists going on, but still, it just wasn't that shock or the way the impact was, the way John was cutting off that ground, man. It just didn't hit the same. It was still good, though. Shout out to everybody who liked that ending. And y'all let me know in the comments if y'all feel like the Saw 2 ending was better than the Saw 1 ending.
Absolutely not.
Man, Tony,
No,
nigga.
No, then he gonna be like, you don't care about your life. No, I ain't got time to get.
Nadia gonna be waking up somewhere. Hello, Nadia. I want to play a game.
I sleep very light, so it. I'd be to have to take some allergy medicine for you to kidnap me, because ain't no way you getting me on a regular night.
T-Bar.
A light sleeper?
Yes, very much so.
Mm-hmm.
I sleep with a sound machine. If the lights go out or something and the sound machine goes off, I automatically wake up. I'll be like, what the fuck? My daughter can come in the room. I'm already up. What?
Same way as far as being a light sleeper. Detective Matthews, I'm sorry, brother, but you didn't give me the Adam vibes. I felt bad for Adam. I did. And this is another thing about Detective Matthews. He wasn't on no Adam said, no. Detective Matthews was like, man, you bitch, fuck you. I don't care about nothing. He was still mad. Nigga about to get
He's mad because he got outsmarted. He got outsmarted, and he did not expect to be outsmarted.
But that's what John was talking about. Like, you big stubborn bastard. If you still ain't learned nothing. And he was still calling for Daniel. Nigga, Daniel up there with John. Long gone. Shout out to John too, still beat up and smiling, being very petty.
He told him to take him to the house. He was like, all right, I'll take you to the house.
Yeah.
What all you had to do was sit down.
And he know the tech team gonna find the other spot too, but he know he got that free set up. Go ahead. I would probably say though, if I had to compare it to an ending, and I'm not really comparing it to an ending, I would say it had a better tone, not even a better tone. You know how the thing with Brad Pitt finding the head in the box on 7?
Mm-hmm.
I would probably somewhat kind of give it that edge that it had over the first one. If you wanted to take this movie as a series, to take the movie like 7, then that's what I would give it, is what I'm saying, outside of the first movie.
I hear you.
Just not him as a cop, though. He's the issue. That's why you couldn't do it like that as far as a serious detective movie, because he's so stupid and retarded. My bad for that word, I'm sorry. But yeah, he irritated the hell out of me as far as Detective Matthews. And the fact that we got to see him more in the movies we got to do, but yeah.
Well, at least one more.
Nah, he in 2 more.
Is he?
He's in 3 and 4.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
'Cause, yeah.
I think yeah. Did we suspect Amanda to be helping Jigsaw at any time throughout this movie?
The first watching, no, but after you know
No.
the twist, it's just like you start to see all her little movements and shit. Like she knew what was up. Cause how the hell was they supposed to find that first tape? Like for real, for real.
Rules,
For real.
not fair. Jigsaw. But we don't know if he did. That's a whole nother thing we're gonna get
And
into.
then like how, I don't know. I got questions. Like how long did he expect them to wake up? Because they seemed like they was getting sick really quick. So how long had they been sitting there breathing in that air? Why they was
You bringing
knocked
us some
out?
actual good points. Once again, he can't. How do he know, or when would he know they will wake up?
Yeah.
Yeah, T Virus. He a good writer. He the one that did the Invisible Man, the updated one. I hope so, boss. So we gonna see, man. We gonna see.
And then
Shout out to Tamika's Den. What's going on?
what the hell did he give Amanda for her to be waking up that way? Because remember, she was the last one to wake up. So shit, you know what? Think about that. Shit didn't start until
For all we know, Amanda had already woke up and she laid back down when she seen everybody else went up, because she wasn't infected.
Yeah, I don't think she was affected. Because if you notice I don't remember her doing the coughing thing or anything throughout the whole.
She wasn't infected.
Yeah, she had.
and Daniel wasn't neat. Well, his eyes, both of their eyes were starting to look crazy. But
I don't think he was.
She
infected.
made sure.
I don't think he was.
She made sure that he stayed alive. I feel like that was her task, was like to make sure nothing happens to Daniel, because Daniel was always supposed to be safe no matter what.
Right, yeah.
But they couldn't predict that Xavier was gonna flip the fuck out.
It depends, T Virus, if the story is actually good, because there's a lot of critics out here that won't give a good rating to a good horror movie if they feel like it might be too grotesque or doing too much or whatever.
I mean, but what is a horror movie without some, gore? Like, chill.
Nah, his son didn't die, Tony. He was in the safe on a breathing oxygen tank.
Some oxygen.
Facts, T Virus, definitely. They was trying to. They definitely was trying to. That's why I said they had multiple twists going into this ending outside of the first one.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely did not suspect Amanda throughout this movie. I did not have no clue as far as the first viewing. Of course, second and third, fourth, or whatever viewing, you can see all the little clues here and there. As far as, like I said, the first time around, her facial expressions, the way she acts towards certain things that happen throughout the movie, even when old buddy throw her in the thing and her going for the kill, whatever. I don't think she expected that to happen, but yeah.
No, she didn't.
No. I think she was prepared though for anything that could go or could happen.
Yeah.
All right. Last thing, did we like the movie? Yeah.
Yes.
Still one of my favorite ones.
Absolutely.
Let me know in the comments if y'all like it.
I think the first 4 are the best ones, to be honest with you. I gotta wait till we get to 4 again. But I would say the first 3, yeah. I gotta watch 4 again. It's been a minute.
Yeah, I don't remember 4 either.
There we go, T.
I
Virus. I've
couldn't
been
tell you
saying.
nothing that happens in 4. Not trying to say that it's a bad movie. I just don't remember. Because I think honestly, all of
Shout
these
out, Boston.
movies,
Appreciate it.
all of these movies is my second time watching them. I never went back. I guess because like once you know what happens, it's just I don't know. Sometimes I don't know. For me, knowing what happens takes the rewatch value out of this. But that's
You in
just for
for a
me.
ride, man. Especially I
Oh
think
yeah,
with 4.
'cause
Once we get to 4, then it really starts to like going crazy a little bit.
for some reason I vividly remember 1 because of the impact of it, and then I kind of remember 2, and I vividly remember 3. I don't remember nothing about 4, and then I remember a little bit about 5 because
Mm.
I
Y'all
remember
don't.
a lot about the traps in 3 because it was
Yeah,
like the hell.
I'm gonna let y'all know now. It don't get no better for the brothers in going into part 3. It don't get no better.
You know. I don't know.
Tony, did you see him just like that? Only like that? Please no. It's all good. Just come through. You can watch him with us.
Mm.
Oh yeah, T. Roberts, that was a fact. I already said that he don't need to be with his pops, and you can see that he's not gonna be with his pops. You gotta let me know, Tony. Did you watch him like that, or you didn't watch him in no order? You just watched Saw 3 and then Saw 3D. All right, that's pretty much it for the night. Y'all can let me know. Y'all want to add anything before we get out of here? This definitely was a
uh,
good one.
do you feel like them people didn't care about their life and they deserve to be there?
No, they
Ooh,
definitely cared about their life. They was framed. Majority of them, if not all of them, were framed, including his son.
pretty much, yeah.
They definitely deserve to live. I would say more so than anything, OG Bobby Johnson, though, because not only
Facts.
the fact that he was trying, it was the fact that he got a family out there he got to protect, which he
Yeah,
couldn't even
whole
get to.
situation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I was like, damn, what side story is this? I want to know what's going on with him. Like this,
Hmm.
I got people looking for me. I'm like, damn. All right, that's probably it for the night. Outside of that, y'all let me know how y'all feel about Saw 2. Bigger. What's going on, Enzo?
Yo.
You got something coming up?
Monday night will be Chris's show on the Chaos Central channel.
Oh,
Wednesday,
okay, cool.
yeah, Wednesday we'll be back with another episode of the OOC. Roberto should be back in the house, and maybe on Friday might do a tournament. And
Hey,
the
let me
new
know.
smoking podcast will be going on, and well, if there's something good to talk about, then I'll do it. But we'll see.
Got you. That's the same thing this week. I'm not too much sure what's going on. I don't think no music coming out, and honestly, I don't know anything about new movies or as far as new movie news. So I'm not sure if we're gonna do Uncut. But if we don't, we'll probably try to go ahead and do our verses that we supposed been doing as far as Lethal Weapon and Rush Hour. So just let me know as far as the deal, and we'll try to see what we can do with that if we don't do no podcast this week. It depends on what's to talk about.
Absolutely.
When
But
were you
then
wanting to do
again,
Saw 3?
I was gonna do it Tuesday if it was straight.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna
Tuesday?
try to hop on. If you more than welcome to come through too, because the reason I'm gonna do it on Tuesday, I was gonna try to hop on Enzo's joint Wednesday, the OCC.
Cool. OOC, brother.
Oh, OC, my bad. Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
absolutely. You're both welcome to
yourself.
come on.
You said what?
Yeah, you're both welcome to come on. I think we're gonna have the alien discussion. I know Roberto's been chomping at the lips to talk about that one. So
Got you. And it depends on these last couple of days. You know, some crazy shit can happen.
yeah, exactly.
But,
Yeah.
yeah, we're gonna do Saw 3D Tuesday because I'm trying to get these joints in before the new one come out. So Saw 3 Tuesday and then Saw 4 Sunday.
Cool.
And like I said, depending on anything going on this week, we could do a movie versus Friday. Just let me know Friday or Saturday, but more than likely Friday because I try to skip out Saturday so everybody can chill out or whatever.
I'm cool with that.
Yep.
All right. Outside of that, make sure y'all leave a like button. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. If you're not subscribed, make sure y'all hop over there to Bigger Force channel and check him out too. And once again, if you haven't had a chance to check out K-Dot's Blue Beetle and Old Boy review, definitely go check them out. I had seen the remake of Old Boy, not the one he checked out, as far as the one with Samuel Jackson and Josh Brolin that Spike Lee had directed. So I might need to go check out the one he checked out as far as the original. But outside of that, make sure y'all hit the notification bell, let you know when I upload new videos. I recently did Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2003 as far as some summer horror movie reviews, so go check that out. Outside of that, we out.
Peace.
Mm.